Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Tonight we're playing Season 6, Round 4? Yeah, that's right. Season 6, Round 4 of the Solo Champions League. So, if you're not sure what that is, that's what we're doing tonight. I'll talk about it more later, but it's essentially, short version, a semi-competitive way of playing Marvel Champions. And that's what we're up to. So, we're playing against Rhino with Weapons Master. This is going to be an expert now. All round 4 and 5 games are expert, so that's what we're looking at. And we're going to go with Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch. Now, one of the options this round was, or is still going on, is Spider-Woman. And I think by far she's the best possible option. I really like playing a Spider-Woman. No matter what constraint you give her, she can make it work, just because of the flexibility of her deck building. But I haven't played a Scarlet Witch yet. In fact, the only games I've played a Scarlet Witch so far are the 2 test games I did for this round, of which I won one and lost another. So we'll see how that goes tonight. I adjusted the deck a little bit since that last game, and we'll see if that works. But I'm 50-50 in my test games. Haven't played Scarlet Witch before today, and I really like her. She's a lot of fun. I've heard a lot of good things about her ever since she came out, and I'm really glad I picked her. It may not be the top score, but that's never what I go for. I'm just trying to win and have fun, and I had a lot of fun playing her. So let's see how that works out live on camera. Doesn't always go the same way as it does when I'm playing by myself, but we'll try. So again, it's Rhino and Weapon Master. Since we're doing expert, we start at stage 2, meaning breaking and taking is there. My number 1 goal this turn is to get rid of breaking and taking because I do not want to deal with extra encounter cards. I just don't. So, oh man, Hex Bolt right off the top and clear the area. Ooh. I could pretty easily flip over, thwart with Scarlet Witch, then use clear the area, which I guess would only draw me 1 card, but who knows what that card could be. It could be anything. So, yeah, we're going to flip over. We're going to spend Crisis Averted on clear the area. Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. First, we thwart. Whoop, whoop. Then we spend that on clear the area. Getting rid of this. And we'll go ahead and draw a card from that. Warp Reality. That might be useful come this next round here. So, I mean, Hex Bolt, right? Seems like Hex Bolt's the way to go. So we're going to spend Genius. Maybe I shouldn't have cleared that off yet, because now I have no threat to remove if that's what happens. But there are other options as well. So discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. For each card discarded this way that has boost icons equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, blah. We'll still deal with that as they come up. They are 1, remove 2 threat from a scheme. But you know what? We're going to use Scarlet Witch's ability to basically redraw that, right? When a boost icon on an encounter card would be encountered, discard the top card of the encounter deck and count the number of boost cards on the next card. So I can only do that once. So hopefully that works. 0. Now that's 2 damage to Rhino. That's better. Still have 2 more now. 1. That's another 2 scheme, unfortunately. I really should have done this first. And finally, a 1 again. Oh man, that was kind of a waste of a Hex Bolt, wasn't it? Now I'm really tempted. Do I want to save Hex Bolt for next turn when there's actually scheme? Yeah, I think we're just going to save it for next turn. Warp Reality to deal with whatever comes up here. They don't have to deal with the encounter card. And we'll have Hex Bolt next turn. Alright, so 1 threat here. We should be ready up. We're unfortunately just going to take his attack. We've only got a few allies in here, and we haven't seen them yet. So 3, 4, 5. There's a 2-1. So that's going to be 5 damage to me. And we're going to take an encounter card for turn 2. It is Master Plan. Place 4 threat on the scheme. Now we're talking. I can actually work with that. If there are no side schemes in play, discard cards until there's a side scheme. Reveal that side scheme. Alright, so that's actually pretty good because we have crowd control here, which isn't that great, but we have a few things like followed and clear the area, which with crowd control, I mean, that's perfect. So we're going to spend Warp Reality here to put followed out, and I'm going to spend Hex Bolt on clear the area, removing 2... Maybe I should have done... You know what? Maybe the move is Hex Bolt. Yeah, we're going to do Hex Bolt instead. We're going to spend these 2 on Hex Bolt. Revealing 3 cards here. What do we got? 2 means draw a card. So I'll draw a card. Next. 3, place a status card on a character. Okay, let's go ahead and stun Rhino. Yeah, let's stun Rhino. And the third one will be a 0, which is 2 damage to an enemy. Of course, that turn, I don't have to deal. I didn't get any ones allowing me to clear stuff off. That's okay. We'll still thwart with Scarlet Witch, clearing this off. And then this will trigger, allowing me to do 4 more damage to Rhino, bringing him down to 7. Now, I will say, this is actually the slowest attempt I've had so far of the times I was playing in my practice rounds. He was already at stage 2 by turn 2 or 3 most turns. So, we'll see how that goes. I don't like that he's at 5 threat up there. What master plan doesn't put threat in the main scheme? What am I saying? Oh, on each side scheme. If there are no side schemes, you're right. Okay. That's actually much better then. Thank you for calling that out. That's much better for me because now I don't have 5 threat there. Yeah. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. You just saved me a lot because I was actually really nervous about that 5. I am going to switch to Alter Ego now that I know that. I haven't drawn or anything yet, so it doesn't really affect anything. 6. We got Turn the Tide twice, which maybe we could do. Quicksilver, though, that would be nice. I don't know if I could... If I got Quicksilver out there, I wouldn't be able to afford to really do anything else, but he does do quite a few attacks. I think the move is to get Beat Cop out there. And then maybe I can't really do anything else. I could probably do Turn the Tide. I could probably do Turn the Tide and Beat Cop. We'll see how that goes. So, 4. Oh, you know, I had him stunned. It's too late. I was going to leave him stunned so that I could stay in hero mode, but I already switched. So, there's 1 threat there. He's going to scheme for 1 plus a boost card. Ooh! That is 4 threat added. Now we're at 6. Please don't be in advance. Please do nothing that adds threat. I don't want to lose this way this fast. Attach to Rhino, he gets +2 to his attack. Okay, well at least he's stunned. I don't have to deal with that immediately. Alright, Wanda Maximoff, what do we got? If I get Quicksilver in play, I can use her ability, but not this turn really. We have to... I don't have a lot of thwart here. I have Beat Cop, the ability to remove just 1. I could get Quicksilver out there, but not at the same turn as Beat Cop. And I wanted to heal this turn. That's what I really wanted to do. But you know what? I don't think I can afford to. I don't think I can afford to heal up. So, kind of a wasted Alter Ego turn, but this is what we're doing. Got a thwart. Man, do I really have to do this? It pains me to do this. Yeah, I'm getting Quicksilver out there. I mean, he's a great character and everything. It's just not what I wanted to do. We will attack with Quicksilver, bringing him down to 5. We'll ready him up now. And this time we will thwart with him, bringing this down. Ready up. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 molecular decays. Okay. I don't think I could possibly do both. Absolutely not. Okay, we'll save one for another turn, won't we? Okay, so that's one threat going on the main scheme. Rhino goes to attack, but he's stunned. So that's one thing down. And then we have an encounter card. And it is before turn 3, by the way. Stampede. Rhino attacks you. If a character is damaged by this attack, the character is stunned. I think Quicksilver has to defend for us this turn. So that's an attack of 4 plus the boost card of 5. That's the end of Quicksilver. Kind of saw that coming. I haven't had him last longer than a round any time I've used him yet. Now, I have this Molecular Decay. The issue is that if I use it, I can't get any of the bonus because he's only got 5 HP left. So I think what I'm going to do is go for Hex Bolt in the hopes that we clear off a bit of scheme at the same time and maybe draw some cards to play a Molecular Vibration afterwards if I can get him over the edge. We'll see what happens. So, 1-2 for Hex Bolt. Discard 3 cards. This is a 0. That is 2 damage to Rhino. Next, a 1 removes 2 threat. I'll take it. And finally, a 0 is another 2 damage to him. That brings him down to 1. That was a good Hex Bolt. I'll take it. Really wish I could afford that Molecular Decay, but maybe next turn. We're going to thwart with Scarlet Witch, bringing this down to 0, and then we're going to switch over to Alter Ego mode. Hopefully we can heal next turn. All I want to do is recover. 4, 5, 6. Pivotal Moment is going to do a lot of damage if I want it to. There's so many options, but Pivotal Moment is pretty good considering I've got Power of Justice here. If I can use Clear the Area, follow that up with Pivotal Moment, and then save Molecular Decay again for later. Or I could get rid of that enhanced Ivory Horn. Alright, 1 threat going on the main scheme. He's going to scheme for 1, 2, 3. And an encounter card before turn 4. Slipping. You may flip to Alter Ego form I am. Choose either to remove Slipping Sanity, exhaust or remove it, or discard the top 5 cards of the encounter deck. Place 1 threat in the main. I have to. Yeah, I have to switch over. I can't heal this turn. Every time I go to Alter Ego, I can't actually recover. That's not how I want this to go. I have to switch over and hopefully live this turn. I don't see any other way. Well, I could try her ability. Maybe get something other than Concussive Blow. I can't use 2 Molecular Decays as much as I really, really want. You know what? I have to get rid of 1 Molecular Decay in the hopes that I get something else. So, gotta be 2 cards. Draw 2 cards. We got Magic Shield and Wiccan. Those are some options I can work with. So if we play Power of Justice to get Wiccan on the board. After Wiccan thwarts, discard the top card of the encounter deck. For each boost icon discarded this way, deal 1 damage to an enemy. So he's gonna thwart here. Take a damage, and then please, just need 1 damage. That's it. It's 1. That takes Rhino down to stage 3, where he's now 16. And he's got a tough status card, I believe. Oh, stun each hero. I think Wiccan's considered a hero, if I remember correctly. Is that it? I can't remember. The word hero could go either way. They always have all these random words that mean certain circles and groups of characters, and I'm never quite sure which is which. So let's see what hero covers. Just gotta pull up the rule book, unless someone else knows the answer real quick. I will pull up the rule book while you guys type, though, if you have an answer. Hero. That's a good point. That might be the case. 15, page 15. Well, let's go there. See, form or identity. Well, let's see. You are a hero alter ego. So are you saying that I am stunned then? Is a player card type, blah, blah, blah. Player's identity card is a double-sided card that represents their hero on one side and their alter ego on the other side. The side that's face up indicates the form that player is currently in. So that would seem to imply that I'm an alter ego and not actually in hero form. To a hero or alter ego by title, it refers only to the identity with that title and not to the other side of the card. Okay, so I am not stunned. So that actually went pretty well. Yeah, that doesn't happen very often, does it? Right, okay. I mean, I'll take it. But is Wiccan a hero? I don't think so. I think he's considered a character, but not a hero. So I think we're good there. If I get corrected on that, I'll correct it. But I don't think he's considered a hero, even though he's an ally. Okay, so that actually worked in my favor very, very well. I'm thinking of going over... He's got that tough status. So I can't do molecular decay as much as I really, really want to. Really, really want to. I think I have to do clear the area and magic shield. Because he's going to get some real heavy hits. He's got a 5 attack to begin with. Yeah, things are going okay so far. I'm a little nervous right now, being in stage 3. He's got his tough status card. I can't seem to take care of this. Keep having other priorities other than this enhanced ivory horn, at least. Maybe I sacrifice Wiccan next turn, but he can do some serious damage to Rhino, so maybe Magic Shield's not as important. So basically, I could go all in on Molecular Decay. I could do 5 and up to, a maximum of probably 10 damage, which would be fantastic, but most likely it's going to be like 6 or 7 damage, which is still pretty good. But he's got that tough status card, so maybe Pivotal Moment. If I play Pivotal Moment, I can only do 2 damage. Really, I want to stay in Alter Ego mode, but I can't. Can't stay in Alter Ego mode. Keep wanting to heal, and I just can't. Every time I come over here, it doesn't happen. All right, we're flipping over. We're going to spend Pivotal Moment to do clear the area. I know it's suboptimal. It's just going to remove 2 threat. And I'm going to spend Molecular Decay to get Magic Shield out. Had to be pragmatic that turn. I want to survive. I really want big turns, but you can't. Yeah, that's a really good point. You're right. 5 cards from my hand. I got a Hex Bolt, Chaos Magic to deal whatever comes up out of here. Oh wait, no, that's not what that's the Altered Reality I was thinking of. I've got an okay hand I'm looking at here. Hex Bolt seems to be my only real option to deal with whatever happens next, but we'll see. 1 threat here. I want Wiccan to get rid of his tough status card is what I really want. But you're right, you could totally whiff it. Okay, he's going to attack for 5. I can't take that. I've got only 5 HP that I keep trying to heal unsuccessfully. I think we have to use Wiccan to defend. He's ready, by the way. I might be able to save him a Magic Shield, depending on the much damage. No, that's 5 damage. He's not coming back for this. Yeah, I think this is going to be the end of Wiccan. All right, he defends. 5, 6. Goodbye, Wiccan. And then an encounter card before turn 5. You are stunned. Deal 1 damage to your hero. 2 if I'm already stunned. Down to 4. I need to heal bad. Alright, I'm stunned, so I can't heal. I could heal, but I can't heal and do Hex Bolt. Because if I do Hex Bolt... Oh, Hex Bolt's not an attack. It just deals damage. So if that's the case... let's just go all out. Okay, we're going to spend... Ooh, with this Strength and Skilled Investigator, we're going to spend these 3 here in order to get rid of this horn. No more. Then, I'm going to spend Chaos Magic, play a card from your hand, ignoring its resource cost, then discard cards. So we'll play this card and then discard cards. Discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. For each card discarded this way that has boost icons equal to blah blah blah. Yeah. 2 is draw a card. I'll take it. Second one. 0 is deal 2 damage. That gets rid of his tough status card. I'll take it. And the third one is a 2, which is another draw a card. What's my hand like? Yeah, we'll draw a card. Okay. And then Chaos Magic demands that we now discard 2 cards. Alright, Scarlet Witch, what do you got for me? We're going to spend these 2 on Under Surveillance, just to give myself a little wiggle room up there. We're going to flip over, and we're finally going to recover, bringing ourselves up to 7. All right. Hopefully that was worth it. We'll see what happens. 1 threat in the main scheme. He's going to scheme for 1 plus a boost card. 2, 3. And our encounter here is Combat Knife. Attached to that villain. Spend resources to get rid of it. So basically just got the horn right back. That was before turn 6. Alright, we're here. We're going to heal up, bring ourselves up to 10. Do I want to use my ability to discard cards and draw 2 cards? Can't really allow that to happen. And Pivotal Moment's not going to do too much for us either, it doesn't look like. Yeah, we're going to spend these 2 to get 2 more for her ability here. Molecular Decay, now we're talking. Okay. Flip it over. We're going to spend 1, 2, 3 to do Concussive Blow, which is going to confuse Rhino, and deal 3 damage to him. Bring him down to 13, finally. Finally. Then... ooh, that's gonna... oh, why'd I do that? Hold on, let's go back. Because that's gonna go out right away. That's going to... I'm gonna scheme out if I'm not careful. And... you're right, I'm stunned too, so there's all sorts of reasons that does not work. I think I have to use multitasking, even though it's only 2 threat. It's the only thwart I have. Unless I don't heal, go back and say I didn't heal. Go back down to 7. I do have the wiggle room allotted by Under Surveillance. So we'll spend Concussive Blow on multitasking, which will allow us to just remove 2 threat, but I'll take it. And you're totally right, I am stunned, so what am I gonna do? We're gonna spend these 2 to get Scarlet Witch's crest out here. And that's my turn. It's not a pretty turn. 2, that's gonna be an extra encounter card. This is going ugly. It's out of control. It's chaotic, one might say. I guess it's on brand here. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we got a few options there, like clear the area. I would like to use concussive blow, but I have to not be stunned first. Agatha Harkness, maybe. Molecular decay is what I really want to do, but I am stunned, so deal with that first. So that's one threat on the main scheme. He's gonna attack. I feel like I have to defend because he's attacking for 5 plus a boost card. All right, we're gonna take the risk of just taking this attack. 5 plus a boost card is 7 damage, bringing me all the way down to 3. And then we have 2 encounter cards before turn 7, which is going to add this up here and shuffle these, so that's not great either. Just randomly shuffle all this. Come on. Oops. Boost it all together. Come on. So that's got... Oh, man. Alright. I'm at 3 HP, which I don't like. Maybe I should have used Magic Shield there. But we've got... Oh! The villain attacks you. We have to defend this time. We defend for 2. Attacks for 5. 6, 7. Even with this, I still lose 4 HP and I'm out. I am out. Alright. That is my failed first attempt. I'm going to clean up and we will be right back for a second attempt. See you soon. Alright, we are just about set up. Not super thrilled with how that first game went. It just kind of happened. Kind of went just like the one game I lost of my practice round, so things just got out of control. I think the thing I am most uncomfortable about with Scarlet Witch is just that I have no board. It's just playing things from your hand and hoping for the best. At least that's the way it feels like when I'm playing it. Maybe I'm just playing it wrong. It could also be that I just didn't put a lot of cards. Sometimes, so yeah, it depends. I'll start with like my favorite Justice cards, or I'll start with cards that go well with this particular character. I was trying to focus on building a deck that rewarded you from keeping the scheme, the threat empty, because there's all sorts of situations like this 7th threat is not great. It's pretty low when that's all you have. So I was trying to focus on things like, what's it called? The one of Iron Man on it, where you get to draw a card if you clear the area. So things like clear the area, pivotal moment. I was trying to focus on justice cards that deal damage and cards that reward you from keeping the threat low. Those are the two things I was trying to focus on. How it worked out, I don't know. It's 50-50 right now. Actually less. It's actually 33-67 right now. But that's okay. We'll see. We got 2 more attempts at this. We'll see if this deck works. I don't know. You're right, I do. I think the reason I have those cards that deal with side schemes is because they're basically free resources when I don't need them. And if I have them in my first hand, it's a pretty big reward. So like in the game that I won, I happened to get followed and skilled investigator on the first turn. So when I cleared off breaking and taking, I had a great head start. And then the rest of the game, they were just resources. So yeah, there's not a lot of side schemes, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, you're totally right. I'm not ready for him. I need more allies, if anything. Let's see. Molecular Decay sounds wonderful. Turn the Tide also. What do I want to mulligan, if anything? I'd like to get Under Surveillance on the board if possible. Getting that out nice and early sounds good. Hex Bolt. I should probably do Hex Bolt first, because last time I cleared off breaking and taking and then played Hex Bolt, and then I wasted a bunch of things. So if I do Hex Bolt and Under Surveillance, is that possible? Yes. If I do only those 2, that is possible. So if that's the case, if that's what we're playing at, let's spend multitasking and concussive blow to do Hex Bolt after we switch over, of course. And then let's look at these cards. 2 means draw a card. Next. 1 means remove 2 threat from a scheme. Next. 2 means draw another card. Okay, I'll take that. Okay. It's not ideal, but what I can do is Thwart of Scarlet Witch to clear this off. Play Turn the Tide after your hero thwarts or removes all threat from the scheme. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. So bringing him down to 12 right off the bat. That's out of here. Now, I'm really tempted to go Molecular Decay and just pummel him. But it's probably smarter that I get Scarlet Witch's Crest or Under Surveillance. I'm going to go with the Crest. Save a Molecular Decay for next turn, hopefully. And hopefully that works out in our favor. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, 1 threat here. Rhino is going to attack. I mean, we have to just take it. I have no real defenses. I have Magic Shield in my hand, but that's it. We've got this Scarlet Witch's Crest in our favor, though. Alright, so it's an attack of 3. That's it. We'll just take that attack of 3. Bringing us down to 7. And then before turn 2... Yeah, that would have been nice. I didn't think of Spiritual Meditation. Spiritual Meditation would have been a lot better. I was thinking that was only Doctor Strange, but you're right. She's a mystic character, so there's finally another character that can use it. So I should have thought of that. You're right. All right, so I'm tough. Give Rhino a tough status card. He does not already have one, so he can just have it. All right. I want to do... really want to do that Molecular Decay. But Hex Bolt sounds nice too. I might be able to do Hex Bolt, use this to change a boost card, and get myself to draw a card so that I can then possibly afford to do Molecular Decay at the same turn, the next turn. And Hex Bolt would allow me to get rid of the tough status card, is what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right, they did come in her deck. I have it all separated. Once I get the deck, I open it up, I separate like, oh, this would be cool over here, this would be cool over here. And I almost never return them. I've grabbed quite a few of them to use in this deck. Totally forgot that one came with hers. So, Hex Bolt. I think I have to do Hex Bolt just to give her the tough status card. Here we go. We've got a 1, and a 1 means remove 2 threat from a scheme. You know what? Let's change that to a let's change it to a 0 to get her the tough status card. Here we go. Next, oh, of course, next is a 0. But you know, we'll use Scarlet Witch's ability here to ignore that and do another one. A 1, remove 2 threat from a scheme, and finally, a 2, draw a card. Now we're talking. We're going to do Chaos Magic for Molecular Decay. Deal 5 damage, bring him down to 7. 2 cards off the encounter deck. They are 2 more damage to him, and 1 more damage to him. Hex Bolt discards... Yeah, I did 3 cards. Yeah, I did that. I ignored one with Scarlet Witch. Because one of them would have had me remove threat from a scheme. I didn't want to do that. So I used when boost icons on an encounter card would be counted, discard the top card of the encounter deck and count the number of boost icons on that card. Limit once per phase. So that's what I did. That's why I did 4 cards. One of them I used this on. One of them I used Scarlet Witch on to get 4 cards. Oh, you're saying you can do it after. That's interesting. I never really thought about it that way. I thought you reveal 1 at a time. That's smart. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. So I did all this. And then I think what I'm going to do is actually go over to alter ego mode, and while I'm still active, go ahead and heal up. Bring myself to full HP and get ready for next turn. All right. 1 threat there on the main scheme. He's going to scheme for 1, 2. And before turn 3 here, we've got an encounter card, and it is... You are confused. Place 1 threat in the main scheme. Alright, these should all be readied up. Alright, these aren't great cards. I really doomed myself this turn. Okay. We'll flip over. I really wish I could clear that off to use Pivotal Moment. That's what I wanted to do. Well, since it's free, I'll just put Skilled Investigator on the board. We might be able to use that later on if another side scheme pops up. And if it doesn't, it's out of my deck. We have to thwart for 2. That's just got to happen. We're going to spend Power of Justice on Pivotal Moment, even though it's not clear. At least we'll still do 2 damage. And I'm going to spend Turn the Tide on Magic Shield, so that we have that out. Oh, but I'm confused. So when I thwarted, that wouldn't actually go away. That would still be at 4. That's okay. I can live with that at 4. I can deal with that. All right. Let's see what we're up against now. Let's get our 5 cards. Got Quicksilver next turn on a turn where we have both strength and energy. But Crisis Averted might be nice too, given how much threat's going to be up there. Concussive Blow would take him over the edge and confuse him. so I could take him over the edge, flip over to alter ego mode, which is really nice. But Quicksilver could also take him over the edge. So I could get Quicksilver out there, go to alter ego mode so I don't get stunned by him. Okay, yeah, that's probably going to be the plan, but we have to get through this first. So one threat in the main scheme. He's going to attack. I should not be exhausted. We'll just take it and potentially use Magic Shield. That's an attack of 3, 0. We're going to save Magic Shield for a more desperate situation. Then, next, we do an encounter card before turn 4. He attacks you. That's what I was afraid of. Okay. So he attacks for 3. We've got the Magic Shield this turn. 4, 5. We're going to drop that down to 4. And drop Magic Shield to block the block 3 of that, so I take just 1 damage. Alright. 2, 4. Getting Quicksilver on the board. We use Scarlet Witch to thwart for 2. And we go to Alter Ego. Now that's going to be at 4. If I get the wrong scheme, I'm going to lose. We go to Alter Ego, but this will stop a stun. So we're going to try it. We're going to use Quicksilver here real quick to get rid of stage 1 of Rhino. Stun each hero, which is no one, but he does get a tough status card. We'll ready up Quicksilver, and we're actually going to use him right away just to get rid of the tough status card. And we're now at 16 of Rhino. Now, I think I'm going to just keep both of these. Yeah, I'll keep that. Okay. 1 threat's going on that main scheme. He's going to scheme for 1, 2. That's what I needed. Just don't go over. That's 6 of 7, which I don't like. Just stay alive. Come on, don't be like an advance or something. Gain Surge. Rhino heals 4 damage. If he doesn't, then he gains Surge. A new minion guard. Okay, I might be able to work with that. I could probably work with that. We're going to heal as Wanda. Going up to... I was at 6, so now I'll be at 9. I've got this Crisis Averted, which would be really helpful, but Hex Bolt's always so tempting. So yeah, we're going to flip over, and I'm going to use what you said last time about Hex Bolt to my advantage. Spend 1, 2, get Hex Bolt out. We're going to discard 3 cards, and we're going to look at them. We have a 3, 2 3s, and a 1. What's 1 do? 1's the 2 threats, so that one we're definitely keeping. And the 2 3s, or put a status card out. Okay. If I'm going to put a status card out, that could be really helpful. What am I looking at here? I could thwart pretty good this turn, but not great. But if I bring one of these down to a 2, it's just draw a card. If I bring this one up, it's just draw a card. Or down 0 to do 2 damage. I think we're going to stick with them the way they are. Place 2 status cards out. And the other one was do 2 damage to an enemy, right? No, it was a 1. That's 2 threat. Alright, status cards. I'll give myself a tough status. And I could give Quicksilver a tough status too. I'm going to stun Rhino. Alright. We're going to spend Turn the Tide to do Clear the Area, removing 2 threat from a scheme. Hold on, let's go back. Let's go back. Put those back out there. Instead, why don't we thwart with Quicksilver? I'd have to sacrifice Quicksilver, and I might want to use him for a defense. And I would just get some card draw, which probably isn't that big a deal. Oh, but I could take Hydra Mercenary out in that case. Okay, yeah, we're going to sacrifice Quicksilver. Getting this down to 0. Or down to 2, I mean. Then we spend Clear the Area on Clear the Area, removing 2 threats so we can draw a card. Since we cleared it off, we can use Turn the Tide. After your hero thwarts and removes all threat, deal 3 damage. We use that to get rid of the Hydra Mercenary. Alright. I hope that was worth it. Okay, I can deal with this. Got another Clear the Area. Pivotal Moment, it would be ideal. Swift Retribution, maybe. Alright. 1 threat on the main scheme. He goes to attack, but he's stunned. Then before turn 5, we have an encounter card, and it is Slipping Sanity. It's too good to be true, wasn't it? Alright, so we flip over. We're going to remove that from the game because I'm going to exhaust myself. It's still tough, though. That doesn't go anywhere. Okay. Well, I'm not healing or anything. Hex Bolt is tempting. But I think I'm going to go to safer bet of Clear the Area followed by Pivotal Moment. So we're going to flip over, spend Beat Cop on Clear the Area, which breaks this down, gets us to draw a card. And now I could stun him and deal 3. I'm going to confuse him and deal 3 damage or do 5 damage. I think we're going to confuse him and deal 3 damage. So that I can safely go to Alter Ego in a few turns. Can't this turn because I just switched over this turn. But we still have a tough status card for this turn, so I'm not too upset about that. Molecular Decay, Magic Shield. Alright, let's see how this goes. 1 threat on the main scheme. He's going to attack, but we got tough, so let's just let it happen. 4, 0. Take that tough status card out of here before turn 6. Encounter card time. Stampede. Rhino attacks you. If I'm damaged, I get stunned. I'm going to get damaged. At least I have Scarlet Witch's crest here and her ability itself. But I'm going to get stunned, which would really ruin Molecular Decay. That's okay. We've got confused, so I can switch over to heal. Let's just take it. 4, 5, 6. We're going to use her ability to look at a different one. 2 still. We'll use this to lower it to 5. 5 damage brings me down to 4 HP and stuns me. Okay. We have to attack with her to get rid of this stun. And now we got to go Molecular Decay. 1, 2, 3. Doing 5 damage to him, so that brings him down to 8. And discard 2 cards for each boost icon, 1 additional damage. That is 1, 2, 3 damage, bringing him down to just 5 HP. It's this close. And with that, we'll spend Power of Justice to get Magic Shield out here. Which, if he did a full attack, let's say the maximum he could do is 7 damage. I block of 3, that would be enough to take me out. So instead I'm going to go to Alter Ego mode so that the confusion stops him. And hopefully, we don't have to deal too much of all those extra encounter cards we're going to get as this triggers, as I have to shuffle my deck now. So we're going to get a new encounter card. I think we're going into turn 7 now. I'll have to check afterwards, I think. I think I'm going to have to double check the count on this one. Oh no, we're going into the villain stage of round 6 now, and then afterwards will be round 7. Okay. All right, we're getting there. 6 cards. Quicksilver's back. Warp Reality, but that's just hero. Wiccan is ideal. All right. Man, I really wish I had that Mystic card. Really do. I feel foolish for not having it. Completely forgot. I only count Doctor Strange as counting for that card. I can't believe that. All right, 1 threat here. He's confused, so that's that. And 2 encounter cards. First up, attached to Rhino, he gets Overkill and +2. Oh, that's not great. And sidearm, he gets another +1. So he has a killing blow just across the board. If I use Swift Retribution, I'll probably be pretty safe. What's this? Oh, gotcha. Yes, I can discard cards. I guess I should use it. I'm not going to use Crisis Averted. And I'm not going to use Warp Reality because I'm trying to end it this turn. So let's just get rid of those 2, draw 2 new cards. Molecular Decay. That does it, doesn't it? That certainly does. Okay, we will heal up for our 3 to get to 7. Switch over. All right. Really want to do Molecular Decay. If I do that, that's basically it. Can't really afford... Well, I could do this in both. Okay, we could do that, but that's just going to increase my scheme. So you know what? I do... Sorry, I'm just looking at all my options here. I could just... So the thing is, I could just end it right now, Molecular Decay. But I could deal the scheme, get a slightly better score. This is where that final turn thing, when you're trying to say, oh, do I want to just win, or do I want to go for a little bit higher score? Do that. No, that won't help me. 2, 3. Maybe. Wish I had Hex Bolt right now. That's what I really want. You know what? We're just going to finish him with Molecular Decay and call it a day, I think. Anything else is just going to be a waste of time. All right, so Molecular Decay it is. Yeah, I know. I decided to heal instead of clear it. But I was trying to find a way that maybe I could do both through the math of my cards, but there is no way I could do both except maybe Swift Retribution and using a combination of these 2 abilities to make it so that it gets basically just the one scheme. But yeah, we're just going to go full Molecular Decay, blah, 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 5 damage, blah, 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 he's dead. All right. So, not going to do any more head math on that last turn. I will be right back for our 3rd and final turn. Be right back. All right, we are back, and we're going to get started soon here. First, I just want to take a chance to talk about the Solo Champions League. If you're just joining us, if you're not sure what that is, if you're watching this way later in the future, Solo Champions League is a mildly competitive way of playing Marvel Champions. Basically, we take the same setup. Everyone plays the same setup. You get some choices like the hero you're going to play or the aspect you're going to use given in the round. And you just kind of try to compete for the best score through an anonymous formula of my own design, whatever that means. I don't play for the formula all the time. Sometimes I'll try, sometimes I'm just trying to clean the board as best I can, because that's really what the formula rewards. It rewards the cleanest board, meaning the most HP for you, the most threat, blah, 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 blah. All those details you can talk about in the league. So if you're not sure what that is, there's a link below. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people really like it. There have been over 6,000 games played in the league since we launched in August, so I'm really, really excited about that. Hoping to hit 7,000 soon. So, if you enjoy the leagues, if you enjoy the videos, whatever it is that brought you here tonight, consider supporting it. There's a bunch of different ways you can do it. You can keep playing in the league, you can keep watching the videos. Appreciate every second of that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You can also check out the Patreon. Patreon gets you rewards like mid-round results, special sneak peeks, upcoming rounds, members-only videos. Gets you physical rewards depending on the level, like this pin or this sticker. And those rewards are also available just through the Etsy store. So if you don't want to do a monthly subscription type thing and instead want to just buy it outright, that's available. Those items as well as the official league mat. That's my pitch. That's what I've got. And I hope you enjoy it. So let's go on to this third and final attempt. So we've got 6 cards here. Let's see, we are 50-50 right now. We can drop Order and Chaos because we're not going to get whatchamacallit right now. But Skilled Investigator, worth having, I think, right now while Breaking and Taking's on the board. So yeah, we'll just mulligan Order and Chaos there. Alright, we're going to play Skilled Investigator. Go ahead and get that on the board. Flip over. Thwart for 2. Play Concussive Blow to do Clear the Area, which is going to clear this off, allowing us to draw a card. Triggering Skilled Investigator to allow us to draw another card. And triggering Turn the Tide to do 3 damage to Rhino. Alright. That's the kind of starting turn I want. Now we could do Concussive Blow. That would be nice. I would have to use... If I use Concussive Blow, do 3 damage to him and confuse him, so the next time I go to Alter Ego, we're pretty safe. Or we could go all out Molecular Decay and just try and, whittle him down. I think I'm going to go Concussive Blow just to give myself that future safety net. So 1, 2, 3. Bringing him down to 9 HP. And confusing him. I like that. I like that turn. Still Molecular Decay available to us on this next turn. 2 Molecular Decays, a Hex Bolt. We have an expensive turn next turn. That's unfortunate. Alright, 1 threat on that main scheme. We're just going to have to take that attack, unfortunately, which is 3, 4 damage. Bring us down to 6. And then that encounter card is Sandman, who's got Toughness. Toughness, huh? I think the move here is definitely Hex Bolt. And hopefully we can draw some cards in that process. So we'll spend these 2 here doing Hex Bolt. We get to reveal 3 cards. And because of Scarlet Witch, we can change some of them. So we have 2 blanks and a 1. So that's 2 damages and a remove 2 threat. We're just going to leave that as is. So we'll use a 2 damage to get rid of Tough. We'll clear off the threat. And we can do 2 more damage. We'll do that damage to... We'll do it to Sandman. That's out of here. and what to do. I really was hoping we could beat Sandman that turn, but that's not going to happen. I'm going to discard a Molecular Vibration for the end of our turn, but Scarlet Witch should still... We're just going to do one attack against Sandman, so he's only one away. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, one threat in that main scheme. We're going to have to take some attacks again. We're going to defend. That's an attack of 3, 0. And then that's an attack of 3, so that's 6. 3, 0, but I had 2 defense there. So that's 1. That's 4 total, bringing me down to 2. Not ideal. And we have an encounter card before going on. Turn 3. The villain attacks you. If he has a weapon attachment, this card gains Surge. I cannot survive that attack. I'm going to lose right here. There's nothing here I have that can deal with that. That is my own fault. 3, 0. Don't suppose I can do anything about that. No, that's it. That's my very, very ugly and quick loss. That's embarrassing, not gonna lie. Oh well, it happens. Yep, RIP indeed. Alright. Thanks for watching that very final, quick, awful loss. I really wish I thought of those Doctor Strange cards. Completely forgot that Scarlet Witch was a mystic. I should have really thought about that, and I did not. Next time. Regardless, thank you for watching. Thank you for playing every week, every round, all that stuff. Really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoy, and you all have a good night.